So here's your heads up on the display. Here's the case. It measures 14 by 12 by 7 inches and it weighs 7 pounds. So here's what's in it. Here's the dispensing tube, and we'll load things up in a moment. And here is the evacuation tube set. Control cables for the dispenser. Power supply. And the controller. Some spare vials and motor connector, screwdriver, and one of the geared tube assemblies. And then there's the index table. Okay, to set this up, you can see that the control cables go in over here. So we'll go ahead and put them in. Note that the control one cable has got 5 positions on it, 5 conductors. So we'll put that in, and also notice that these things are keyed. Well, I'm trying to put it into the motor connector. Okay, that's the right one right there. And then here's the one for the motor. It goes in on the other side. That's exactly why I use 2 different connectors. And the indexer table plugs into the indexer side, so we'll do that right now. I'm going to wiggle that down. It's secure in place. And then the 5 position cable goes in down below. Okay, so the indexer is all hooked up. Now I'm going to get the evacuation tube out first. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Set that right over there. And here's the filler tube. The filler tube doesn't move, so it's just going to go right into this position right here. And note there's a little bit of sticky tack down at the bottom just to keep that thing above the vials. When you put it in there, you want to just make sure that it turns freely. This thing's just going to be a few millimeters above the edge of the vial. So once that's in there, that's fine. Now the other one, we're going to wait a few minutes before we put it in. We want to make sure everything is running smoothly and lined up. So we'll go ahead and put the power to it right now. Using 24 volt DC power pack. And if you notice, we've got 2 jacks on the back. You can plug into either one of these things because they're tied over. We're actually using 2 separate Panther boards in there to do this job. So anyway, you plug it in, and the first thing that happens is that the index table will spin around and it will find the home position. And it's actually pointing. You can see that locking screw right there. That's pointing towards the evacuation tube. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and let it index just to make sure things are running freely. So I'm going to set that dispense time down to about a second just to speed things up a little bit. Okay, so that's going fine. Things are lined up. So now I push the red button over here just to put it into the off position, and I will mount the evacuation tube. Just want to make sure that that's pretty well centered in that spot there.